Hello, welcome to this video tutorial. This one is about social action theorists. So social action theories, these are a interpretive perspective that offer an alternative view to social life. So this is in comparison to your functionalist and your Marxist who use the social systems approach, who look at society as a whole. These, on the other hand, are more on the individual level, focusing on how individuals interact with one another. So they don't set out to construct a grand theory, a large theory, a social system theory like the functionalists and the Marxists do. Rather, they aim to sketch out the rules of social interaction. And human action is not prescribed by the social system, it's more of a creative process directed by individuals. So, in this case, this is a bottom-up theory that the individuals on the bottom layer of society influences how society is run. This is in comparison to functionalists and Marxists who are top-down in the fact that they think society exists out there and influences our behaviour. So symbolic interactionism. So this is a sociological perspective. It's the small scale, the micro level, the interactions between the individuals and groups rather than the large scale workings of a society. And like what we did with functionalist and Marxist, functionalist, they use the analogy of the body. Marxist, they use the analogy of the league table. According to social action theories, it's like a play. We are actors and we're acting out our parts. We're following a script. And it's like we're doing a performance every time that we interact with one another. Think of it a little bit like when you get on Facebook. Your Facebook is not a real true reflection of you. You've edited it, you've self-edited it to put yourself in the best possible light. So that is you acting like an actor or an actress in a play that you are performing for society, really. And this is what this theory is trying to explain. So this guy is one of the founding fathers of symbolic interactionism. His name is G.H. Mead. And according to him, that we are constantly working via symbols, which is like another word for labels, through the language, the writing and so on, to construct our society through the process of social interactions. And there's three main ideas to it: the symbol, the self and the interaction. And all that he means by this, put quite simply, is that think of society, it's full of 60 million people. We will never know everybody by name. Okay, so what we do is we group them together via symbols or label them together. Okay, so for example, we have got mothers, fathers, boys, girls, brothers, sisters, teachers, dinner ladies, shop assistants. Okay, so when we're out in the world, we look at who we're looking at, the symbol, the label. We look at who are we in relation, so we look at ourselves in relation to who we are interacting with, and that will form the basis of our interaction. So for example, as you walk into a classroom, okay, you see the teacher, that is the symbol, and you look to who you are in relation to that teacher. So you are a student, and that will influence your behaviour in how you act. That is the rule of social interaction, that we look at who ourselves are in relation to other people, and that will influence our actions. And it makes society quite stable because we learn how to act in appropriate environments based on these symbols, because these symbols tend to be quite unanimous. We will agree what our behaviour should be when we're faced with a teacher. We agree what our behaviour will be when faced with a judge, a doctor, your mum, your dad, okay? And that will influence your interaction. So for example, education. So interactionists don't look at what education does for the whole of society, like what Marxists or functionalists would do, but they might look at one class in a school and look how teachers, pupils treat each other, what their interactions are like. Does the teacher label the pupils? Are the pupils forming subcultures? Are they anti-school? Are they pro-school? And how does that form the basis of their relationship? Okay. So short activity, so this is activity 15 in your booklet. I want you to look at the following people and think, how would you interact with them? So when you walk into a doctor's surgery, what kind of conversations do you have? Do you wait till you've been spoken to? Is that advice that you get, the advice that you get given from a doctor? Generally, do you take that advice? If you got that same information from your mum, are you more sceptical because he or she is not a doctor? Same with the police. How would you act? What is your behaviour surrounding them and a judge? Okay, so spend a little bit of time just filling in your booklet there. And then once you've done that, have a think, why is this different from the behaviour that you might have with your mum, your brother, your sister, family members? Okay, and why is that rules of interaction different? So you should fill it in your booklet, pause it out if you need to. Okay.